Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Earlier this morning I was outside and I was running an extension cord out to my car. I think you might be able to see it. It's sort of an orange-red thing running along the ground. And the reason for that is because yesterday I was talking about the fact that I had maybe a computer glitch in my car. You know, one of the viewers suggested it could be that you've got a low battery because he had the same thing, and when he put in a new battery, the problem was solved. So I thought, hey, it's true. The battery maintainer I haven't had it on for a couple of months. I used it all winter, and it could be the battery's down. So I thought it's worth a try. So I've got this little trickle charger thing going on here. Yeah, it's a maintainer. It's the kind of thing that once the battery gets up, it shuts down. It doesn't keep pouring whatever it's set to do. In other words, the maximum that this thing will do is only 800 milliamps, so just less than 1 amp. So it's even less than most trickle chargers. However, we'll give it a whirl here. I'll leave it on for a couple of days. I'm probably not going to need my car for a while. And see if that solves my problem. Next time, maybe when I turn the ignition on, there'll be more of you might say a jolt going into the computer, and the computer does stuff, on the car, and I don't know. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. However, when I was looking out the window, not even 5 minutes ago, just before I pushed record actually, I see dark clouds moving in. Now we did have a bit of a sunrise this morning, which I will do across the top of the screen. And this afternoon after work, my son was going to come over and help me change the oil on my bike. So that might be set back because it sure doesn't look too healthy out there right now. It's pretty dark and ominous looking. And oh yeah, somebody's probably noticing I see something moving in your test tube. Well, it's not the wood tick. I think the wood. Oh no, the wood tick's still moving. It's still moving. Okay, well the wood tick's still alive. Anyway, I don't know what this is. It's sort of got a lot of them here in Winnipeg. They most 99.9% of them are outside, but every once in a while one seems to be able to find its way into the house. Maybe I'm leaving my door open too much. I have a bad habit of doing that. I'll go out to talk to the neighbor or something, and I'll just leave the door propped open. Yeah, so anyway, what are we going to do here today? Well, I think I'm going to be painting the small parts. I had originally been talking about using the XF66, and then I remembered, no, we had concluded that a lot of these parts were better painted using the 335. So maybe I'll do that. I'm noticing on the painting and marking guide here, they also have 335. We are working now in what is called the rear soldier's living room. Okay, so it should contrast pretty good. Not quite. It won't be quite as dark as the 66. I won't waste a bunch of time putting the super macro on and looking at our little, very very interesting little critter here. They are interesting. I've looked at them before under a microscope, and it's amazing how they're put together. If that thing was 1,000 times bigger, it would be, like the size of a horse. Wow, would that be something interesting to look at? It might eat you as well. Yeah, it's a good thing some of these insects are small. But apparently some of them can kill you anyway. Yeah, like some of the wood ticks or deer ticks. I think Gabe was calling this as a wood tick, and then he put /dog tick. So, but he figured that this was not a harmful one. Okay, enough about the entomology program we got going on here. Let's get going here. See if we can't get our painting done. I still haven't decided. Am I going to use a brush or am I going to use a spray? I know that the spray will work better, but I'm sitting here nice and comfy. I don't feel like going over there and dragging my spray booth over and setting it all up. Getting really, really lazy, I'm afraid. Okay. About the Yamato. I was thinking, I've got there's a couple of steps here. I forget which ones it is now. I think it's 86 and 90 something, where a person has to make a whole bunch of little parts that involve photo etch, and it's not like you just have to make one of them. You have to make a whole bunch of them. I was thinking, if a person started, like let's say the submarine is going to be done, say, I'm guessing around Christmas time. I'm thinking maybe sooner. Depends on how it goes. I don't want to start the Yamato until, which I don't have yet, until this is done. But I was thinking, if a person was to dedicate maybe half an hour or so each evening for 2 or 3 months, and just make just one of those little parts, by the time you actually got started on it, you'd have this tedious task done. And there'd still be a lot left to do, but yeah. One of the viewers, I think it was Peter from Oscale Modeling, mentioned something to the effect of he thought that those guns would get to me. It's not that's not what he said, but I mean that's what he meant, and he might be right. So I was thinking that'd be an easy way to I hear a dog barking. Is that Missy? No, I don't see her in the monitor, so she's not at my door. Okay, let's get going here. Try and get something done. Yeah, that sky doesn't look too good. Huh. That's the way it goes. We've had a funny spring, you might call it, here in Winnipeg. It's been very unsettled, unsettled. And yet, on the other hand, I read, I think I read yesterday, that they're thinking we're going to have a warmer than normal summer. So, I don't know. Okay. How many times have I said, let's get at it? Now the idea of using this is to get the sludge scraped up from the bottom here. It seems to do a pretty good job at that. I'm going to change the batteries in this. It doesn't seem to have as much torque as it used to have. Still has about the same speed, but it seems to bog down a lot easier when I put this into the corner. Either that or it could be this motor's really, really old, so could be it's losing its ability to produce power. Okay, let's continue on here. Good morning. Good morning, Missy. Oh, she smells something.
Thunderstorms coming, eh?
Yes, I was just mentioning that.
You see the radar?
No, I didn't.
They're close.
They're moving in from the south?
Yeah, just south of west. Coming almost due west.
Oh, there's something more interesting out there than a dog cookie in here.
Yeah.
I wonder what she smells. Maybe a cat?
Could be a cat or a rabbit or a fox.
Yeah. So, Missy, you gonna come in for your dog cookie? Hey, you gonna come in? Huh? Look what I got for you here. Come on. Come on. Yeah.
Isn't that odd?
That's very
I
strange.
wonder if a fox peed on your steps.
I don't know. She's coming.
Because she doesn't like to cross that line, you know?
There you go. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. You were very timid this morning, weren't you? Yeah.
The fox lays a boundary on the little creek behind the house, and I don't think the fox crosses the boundary, and Missy doesn't cross it. So she just goes up to the edge of the creek and has a pee and marks the territory. The fox would consider her another predator, right?
Yeah. And she's small enough that a fox could probably eat her.
Yeah, but it recognizes the scent as another, so they mark out their hunting territories.
Well, you got it all? I think you got everything there, don't you? I think you got everything. Yes, you do. You did good. You got it all. Yeah, you got it all. Okay. Well, yeah, Phil was going to come over and help me change the oil this afternoon, but I don't think he's going to now. No. Well, we knew that this could happen.
He happens to have the day off, eh?
No, if he's on early shift, he's off at 2.
Oh.
So at least I think that's the way it works.
Maybe tomorrow would be okay.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, see what the weather is.
We'll see what the weather is. Hey, Missy? We'll see what the weather is, yeah.
And see whether you get out today or not.
Yeah, well, I've been lucky more or less so far.
Yeah, we have that.
Yeah. You like that? Does that feel good? Yeah? Does that feel good?
Glue sniffing.
Yeah, glue sniffing. Yeah, that's right. Now, moments later, I did go and check the radar. And yes, there was stuff moving in. And good news is it appears that possibly there's clear weather in behind. Okay, so let's see if I can stop it here on right now. Because right now it's actually raining. It's just a few minutes after I was outside there with Missy. Okay, so yeah, this is right now. This is probably what soaked my patio. My patio is right there where my finger is pointing. Okay, well, enough about the weather. Yeah, enough about the weather. Okay, if it wasn't for Missy the dog and the inclement weather, probably have a very short episode some days. We are looking at the painting and marking guide, and the stove is made up of 3 pieces. Okay, these 2 pieces have to be glued together, and I was thinking maybe I should be gluing them together before I paint them. So in other words, I probably didn't need to put this one on a mounting stick here. Now, we're going to be probably painting at the 335, and but there's the third piece is the photo etch grill that goes on the top of this. Now you can see here. You know, I think what I'm going to do is, being as I'm going to be, gluing this together, I'm going to take this off. There we go. Now, you can see the top here where there's the hot plates, I guess you call them. And once again, I'm pretty sure these were electric. And I think we should find our photo etch piece, and see what does it look like, because we're going to be wanting to paint these black, as I would think. Okay, so this has got to get mounted on here. Come on, something like that. Yeah, we'll just glue that up, and that should be all right. Yeah, I think I'm just going to glue that. I'll probably just use Tamiya extra thin quick setting. I think that'll be fine. I'm just going to quickly do this off camera. Of course, now that I've said I'm going to do it off camera, you can be sure I'm going to probably do it on camera, right? Well, I'm going to have to put that back on. Just wanted to make sure I had the top here is, I'm having a problem with it, aren't I? Okay. I think I pretty much got it straight there. Maybe what I should do is, I'm just going to press stop here for a moment and recompose a bit. Now, I was thinking afterwards that maybe using the quick setting was not the best. I should have maybe used the extra thin, because the quick setting for some reason does not seem to dissolve the plastic the way the extra thin does. Okay, now this will have a much better melding effect. Okay, let's just leave that. I don't think I need to worry about it going all the way through to the. Okay, it doesn't look straight though, does it? Have I got it? Have I got it on there? No, I don't have it on there straight. Well, okay, let's just push this down here. Maybe if I get it like this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have it straight. Good thing I noticed that. Because once that much extra thin would have dried, it would have been pretty hard to get it all apart. Straighten it out. Okay, let's find our piece of photo etch that has to go around the grill, or the hot plates. Okay. This is it right here, number 11. And it has to be bent in such a way that the corners are rounded. I think we'll put the macro lens on here so that we can see it being bent, or at least cut. I'll do my best, folks. I'll do my best. And I would think that now is the time to glue it on before we paint the stove. Then we paint the whole thing in the gray, and then later with the little paintbrush we can paint our hot plates. Okay, this is the view that I get when I'm looking out my front window. And I am liking this view because in the last few minutes, the rain has moved off. We got blue sky going on. And more importantly, we have the streets drying up. So you know what that means. Yeah. Okay. And we got to cut it here. And we got to cut it here. I think I'll swing it around 180 degrees to get the other ones. Okay. Noticing it seems like I've got a little nick in my cutter here. Okay, now we're going to swing it around. There we go. Okay, we got it. Now to figure out where to bend it, I was noticing that there's a bending spot right there. Obviously the sharp bend goes there. And I guess the bends that require a small radius are going to be somewhere else, and we're just going to have to figure out, where they are. Okay, folks. I think I'm going to wind her up here. And then we'll bend this thing tomorrow. Got other things that I gotta look after. As I mentioned earlier this morning, gonna have help coming over for the oil change. So I gotta make sure I got everything ready to go so that I don't hold him up. And right now it looks promising, and maybe I'll take the motorcycle out and warm up the engine. The oil will drain faster if it's warmed up. Any excuse to get out, right? Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, and our little bug here, he's still alive, or she. Been going back and forth trying to figure out how to get out. Poor thing. Maybe I should take it out and put it in the lawn. I don't think it's a harmful bug. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. All being well, we're gonna see you tomorrow.